G'day. There you go. Welcome to Shoot the Breeze with Whitesnake. Bites. No, I'm Whitesnake. I don't bite. My name's Steve. So there you go. Yeah. I say that. G'day. Here you go. Because people expect it from you. Being that I used to live in Australia. There you go, mate. Alright. Use is all good. Yeah, right. Quick shout out to Just Joe. Condolences for all I love for the loss of your mum. Yeah. Pretty sad. Pretty sad time for Just Joe. He loved his mum heaps. And he used to check up on him and his mum was doing all right. So I said I'd check up on him in Christmas, but I'll just check up on him now. And anyway, Joe, if you're watching this, Karen and I send our condolences and, all the rest of it. Well, I've just done my therapy session. Well, yeah, it was one of those things. Got one more to go. We're going to do one more because I'm pretty much sorted out. A little tip for all those people who are suffering a bit from mental health, and you get anxious or you get angry or whatever. Just get yourself a little notebook and then do what I did once a day. Write down what you're anxious about. You don't have to explain anything, just write it down on the book. Nobody else has to see it. Or I was writing what I was anxious about, and there wasn't a lot. So I decided to write about the things that make me angry, or something during the day that made me angry, whether it was a content creator gabbling on about bullshit, or whether it was somebody pissing me off, or something I watched on telly. I just wrote it down. And I started looking at it, and it was like, really? You got angry over that? Was it worth it? So you just a bit of self-analysis, especially when you can see what it is actually that it's pissing you off. All the rest of it. I suggest there's a couple of people's blogs that you should check out. Discourse of Peacocks, Evie's channel. She's done one on what she went through and what she's still going through with the diabetes and some of the struggles she's had. And I think it's a good listen, especially for women. I think because it deals with a lot of issues. I'll let you guys sort it out. I actually found it helpful for me because we go through the similar shit. It's just a different set of circumstances. JSY Talks Football also got a mental health issue. Seems to be rubbing off on all of us, eh? And we're all lead supporters, so that's the common thread. However, my wife's going through therapy as well, and she's decided to do a channel where she'll talk about what happens in her therapy, and so that people who are thinking about getting therapy might look at it and go, oh yeah. So you get an idea of what the person's going through, what's involved with it, and it's quite interesting, really. It doesn't go into details of what happened or anything like that. It's just the process that you go through, and it's all good, eh? Well, I don't know. Let's get on something a bit more different because it's a bit. I'll put the links to those three things down below so you can go and have a look if you want. And if you find it upsetting, turn it off. And that's okay. All right. So, yep. Anyway. Right. I suppose you've been hearing about this bullshit that happened in New Zealand Parliament, where you got all these the Maori Party jumping up and down using their tribal haka to disrupt Parliament. I watched some of the stuff that's the channels overseas that are portraying what happened, and A lot of it's bullshit. Well, we all know it's fake news. A lot of it's bullshit. The proposal by David Seymour um, had its first reading. It's going to go to a committee, and the current people that are in power have said that they'll pass it through the first reading, which has already happened, but they won't pass it through the second. So that's the end of the stories. No big deal. However, so it's not going to get passed. They're just going through a little process of having a chat about it for the first time. It goes through. It'll go to a second reading, and that's where apparently it's going to flop. That'll be the end of it. Is it a good idea? From my perspective, yes, it is. I don't want to go into all the. Basically, it's just saying that all New Zealanders will be treated equal. There'll be no special treatment of Maori, and there'll be no special treatment of the white fella. We'll all be treated equal. That's basically it, right? Anything else you hear, well, you're going to have to do your own research. I don't want to be giving you false information. I don't want to be giving you fake news. From my perspective, it's a good idea. But the Maori Party, see, this is the thing with the Maori Party. They've been given, every time you give these people anything, they get reparations and things like that for the things of the past. Don't forget, these people were vicious, ruthless, murderous cannibals back in the day. Going back from when they're not indigenous to New Zealand. They actually came here from the islands. And they came here and they wiped out whoever was here first. And the most notorious one is wiping out the Moriori. And you can look all that stuff up. You do your research. I mean, that's what I always do. If I see something, I ask people that I know who I consider to be truthful. I do my research on websites that I believe to be accurate and give you an honest opinion. If people start telling me, giving their opinions, depending on who they are, I'll listen to what their opinion. I like to hear both sides of the story, right? That the behaviour of the Maori Party was unacceptable in Parliament. They do every time they can't come up with a reason why they dislike it. They go racism. It's not fucking racist. It's not racist to want everybody to be treated equal. And their behaviour is totally disgusting. And if you watch it, you see the lady in the black with the bone in her hair. Yeah, and she, points the gun at all the people, the people in front. What sort of? It's despicable. And then you've got Tatface. He's the one with the hat that's going around doing that. You'd think they got essential tremors the way they carry on. Anyway, so my suggestion to you is do your research before you get on anybody's high horse. There's nothing wrong with the bill. Nothing at all. It just sort of like settles the argument that all people will be treated equal. Of course, you'll read something about the lawyers who all banded together and signed a petition telling the government to drop the bill. Well, of course they would, because they're the ones that make money off it. $100 an hour or whatever it is, or $1,000 an hour. Of course they want to leave it as it is. But anyway, the whole thing is, really speaking, it's no big deal. We've got better things to fry. Unemployment, poverty, petrol prices, And no, don't get me started on climate change. It's a bunch of fucking codswallop. I believe in climate change. Don't get me wrong, I believe in climate change. You get your summer, winter, autumn, spring, climate changes. We man-made climate change now. Yeah. You notice the ones that put out the most man-made shit, you don't see these climate activists going over to China to protest. You take places like New Zealand, and most of my viewers are English as well. Um, if you had zero carbon, you got rid of it completely, it would make no fucking difference. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of, China's pumping it out like it's going out of fashion. The volcanoes, this what is it, the Circle of Fire in Central America, puts out fucking heaps. Every time a volcano goes off, it puts out fucking heaps of carbon. And the other thing too is you need carbon to survive. What do you think trees survive on? And what they want to do is cut them all down, cut all the trees down to build these fucking windmills. And what happens when the windmills have outlived their usefulness? They've already started a graveyard in Queensland because they can't recycle them. And these people that drive electric cars, I'm all for, you want to buy an electric car, go for it. If you want to put solar panels on, go for it, But don't go around forcing everybody to do it. It's ridiculous. One, you're going to rip up it's going to soak up all the power. How are you going to get enough power? You're not. You never will. And the batteries for the cars, they last about 8 years, right? So once the battery's gone, you dump it. Where's it going to be dumped? Gone. What are you going to do? You can't recycle it. What are you going to do with it? It's going to have to go to a battery graveyard. It's ridiculous. Plus, you got, how's a battery made? Tell me. Come on. You can do it. Yes, we got child labour. We got the lithium. See, told you not to get me started on climate change. I mean, I'm all for renewables, but you've got to have a balance. Like everything. It's like your diet. You've got to have a balanced diet. Speaking of which, getting on to another subject. I had to go to the doctor's on Friday, but I didn't have to. I went to because I did have to because I needed some tablets. And I said I told the doctor all this bullshit about giving up drinking, because I don't feel any different. It's all the same. The only difference I felt was around my waistline. I put on 8 kilos. What the fuck is that all about? What the fuck? It's one of those things. I can't believe it. I can put on 8 kilos. Yeah, other than that, it is what it is. But I've done it. It's all right. I keep saying I haven't given up, but I haven't had a drink. So people keep saying me to keep asking me how long has it been? Fuck if I know, I'm not counting. And then Karen mentioned that she's gone 165 days on last Sunday. So I take 10 days off of that because that's it. So I say, how many days have you gone, darling? 165. Oh, that makes me 155 without having a drink. But it's all this. I'm putting on the weight because I'm eating more and all the soft drink I'm drinking. I don't go through a lot. Well, I was going to get the 2 litre Cokes, all those 2 litre soft drinks and shit like that, but I get the cans. That's what I'm drinking at the moment, little cans. So I go through. I'll drink about 8 of them a day. 8, sometimes more. 12 dozen. I don't get the 2 litres because I wouldn't. I don't think I'd drink or do it. And this way, I've got different varieties because you can have what's this one? Orange and lemon. I've got lemon ones, and then I've got the Coke Zero. Fuck, tastes like shit. But at least it's something to drink, eh? And that's what it's all about. What else have I got to talk? We're going to. The football's going to be starting again this weekend. Are we excited or what? Oh, yeah. Can't wait. All the creators will be out fucking moaning again, telling us this and telling us that. Isn't that great? I mean, you're entitled to your opinion, but come on. Some of them go a little bit over the top. But then that's it, I just stick to my old reliables. The voice of reason. Evie does a good one, no review. So does Joe. Joe, when he does his review, he does a good one. Just Joe. And Joe. Yeah, so And yeah, it's good to see Evie up and about. It's nice to have a woman's point of view, eh? A lot of you guys might be a little bit funny about it, but I'm not. I reckon it's great. I reckon it's fantastic. It's brilliant. And if you watch this, Evie, don't keep going on about your dog. Let your dog bark. We love it. As a matter of fact, you should get your dog on. That'll set the cat among the pigeons. Right, what else do I want to talk about? I don't know. I've forgotten. Yeah, so I'll put those 3 links in the description below. So if you want to go and have a look, and so there are people out there suffering, and it's good that content creators are actually talking about it as well. But I notice it's the girls mainly, because the guys don't normally talk about it, you know. So I think some of these guys need to grab a hold of their balls or grow a pair of balls and start talking about it, so that we make sure that everybody's looked after in our community. Anyway, I think I'll leave it at that, because that's a good 17 minutes. Ooh, rocking and rolling. It'll be less than that, because I started it early, and I just let it run until I settle down. Because normally when I start this, I'm going, oh, fuck, what am I going to say? Or this and that. I want to talk about this, but should I? So now I don't give a fuck. I don't care. It's that simple. I don't care. I'll just talk about whatever I want to talk about. It's my channel. And if I get busted, I'll get busted. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? These people are getting busted for tweets. I can't believe it. That lady in what's she do, The Guardian or something? She tweeted something a year ago, and she deleted it, and she got a knock on the door on Remembrance Day or something. Knock, knock, knock. Hello? Yep. We're here to tell you that you've been a naughty person. A naughty person? Why? Yeah, you put a tweet out 12 months ago. What tweet was that? Can't tell you. What do you mean you can't tell me? Not allowed to. What about? What was it about? Can't tell you. Who complained? Can't tell you. So you're telling me I put a tweet out, reposted it, I deleted it, somebody complained about it, and you're telling me I'm going to be investigated for it? Yep. So where can you tweet? Twitter. So it's a bit like banning smoking, is it? Can you still buy cigarettes? Yep. Where can you smoke them? Nowhere. Oh dear. Life's grand, isn't it? Mind you, we've got to watch that sort of shit. And over here too, they're trying to, well, in Australia actually, they're trying to ban under 16s from using social media. And there's a few people think it's a great idea. You brain dead. You got to be brain dead to think that's a good idea. Oh yeah, I understand why they're doing it, and the reasons behind it are pretty okay. But what has to happen is you have to have digital ID, and the people that have to have the digital ID are the parents. And so if the child gets on there, it's the parents that get into trouble. Oh fuck! So if they got digital ID, that's why they're trying to do it. So they get you into digital ID, and then you'd be fucked there. They'll know everything about you. Not that I give a shit. I won't do it, but that's just me. Because I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but it's this don't fucking add up theorist. Yeah, it's because I do my research. It's like with the mask mandates. I always grew up in school with being taught that you don't cover your mouth. Don't cover your nose and your mouth because you breathe. You breathe through there, and you breathe out carbon dioxide. And if you breathe in too much carbon dioxide, it's not good for you. It's bad for you. So keeping a mask on all the time is not a very good idea. But yeah, it's what it is. And then there was all that, if you get vaxxed, and now they find it out that it causes a lot of problems, health problems. Oh, fuck's sake. Did I get vaxxed? Yeah, I got vaxxed. Why did I get vaxxed? I got vexed because there was the threat of me losing my benefit. So what they said, this is why some people overseas love Jacinda Ardern. She was a fucking bitch. Um, she, if you didn't get the threat was, they didn't do it, but the threat was for all those people on collecting government benefits, if you don't get vaccinated, you lose your benefit. But there was a big uproar. So, yeah, so that's it. Anyway, I've had my moan. You've shot the breeze with Whitesnake. Take care of yourselves. And I'll catch you in the next one. Catch you later. Bye.